So hello guys, welcome to the day 2 of the Town Hall Cups. So this is our first match of the day 2 and this is my first attack, and here we go. This is ammo base, very easy base for me because I have done the practice so many times with this base. So it's very easy for me to take down the base triple. So let's see how I approaches this base. Now I uses the invisibility spells very wisely because there is a cake crafted defense. It will give you a lot of damage mm, in the esports mode. So now it's time for the Duke arrow. Let's see how many buildings I'm gonna take that from the Duke arrow. Here comes the earthquake, Duke, and then arrow. Boom. Two spell towers, one scatter shot, and then one build ahead gone. So and then I just deployed my main army, just spammed everything on the bottom side of the base, and here comes the siege barracks. I used that rocket launch to snipe that air defense. I overgrow the town hall meantime. Enemy prince is targeting my duke, and now it's died. Now my RC is in low health, so I need to use the warden ability to save that RC as well as the duke, because the monolith is hitting the duke so hard. 8 seconds, everything fine, but now duke died, and then overgrowth expires. Now here comes a real headache. I freezes the town hall and then the inferno. Hopefully RC would take the town hall. Hopefully, yeah, it does take down the town hall, and I invested the loss freeze to the scatter shot and then the inferno tower. And then it's all over. I think that headhunter is timed perfectly, I think so. Let's see. No, that expo takes down that headhunter, and another headhunter sniped by the archer tower. So sad, man. But that furnace from CC doing some damage to the enemy king. I think the base is over. Yeah, the town hall is gone. I used a giant arrow and then a backpack to snipe many of the defenses, and I have done the base triple. It's a very easy triple. GG to myself, and then we can move into the next attack. Here comes Sarfaraz. He usually does that giant arrow backpack strategy. First he uses the rocket loon for the funnel, and here comes the RC wooden church. Let's see how he is gonna approach this one. Okay, perfectly used that invest, because there is X-bow and scattershot. Ooh, double giant bomb, and then the spring trap. So many traps inside. Again, small bombs. I think he entered straight into that baited area. Okay, he got a simple funnel from that RC1 church, and again he is using the Valkyrie to make more funnel for the root raiders so that it won't distract. Here comes the Duke arrow, earthquake, Duke arrow, boom. The core gun, the bro got monolith, CC, and then inferno. Everything gone. Now it's very simple for him to easily take down the base. Okay, that Duke is targeted by the air defense and then enemy Duke. He has to invest that one freeze so that the Duke will be alive. I think now Duke will be dead. Yeah, Duke is gone. And then root raider straight heading into the town hall. Oh, the Duke is still alive. That's clutch. Okay, I think he used the overgrowth of town hall. Yeah. Now Duke died. That overgrowth was once again late. That's fine. He still holds that warden ability, and then one freeze left. He still got heroes, troops, everything alive. I think it's a triple S. Yeah. Once the core gets clean swept by the Duke arrow charge, it's very easy for you to triple the base. As you can clearly see, he still holds the warden ability. Yeah, here it goes, and the base is almost crushed, guys. It's a easy triple for Sarfaraz. GG, bro. So we got 2 triple, and then here comes our third teammate, midnight attack. So he usually does that early rocket backpack arrow. So here comes a rocket and then earthquake backpack. He snipes that CC. That's a good value from the backpack because it was the early um, arrow backpack. So the pathing is set, I think so, because the root rider will be straight heading into the town hall, and then he uses the skeleton spell to the scatter shot to distract. He uses the invisors to save the troops and RC, and then here comes the warden ability to save the troops for 8 seconds. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. The queen died. Okay. That monolith is hitting the root riders, and here comes the siege barracks to make more funnel to the root riders. Let's see how he's gonna do that. Oh, two root riders split to that air sweepers. That's not a good idea. And the healers following that root riders. Cake is gonna hurt the healers, I think so. He invested one freeze. I don't know, that freeze was more value because the root rider couldn't get that multi inferno, and then healers died. Bro literally swagged one freeze. He still got one freeze left, and he still got the RC ability. Here comes a rocket noon to take down some of the defenses, and then here comes the RC ability. Here comes the revive. The Duke is alive. He still got one freeze left. Unfortunately, the Grand Warden died. That's fine. Last headhunter, perfectly timed, I think so. Yeah, 8 takes down the enemy RC, and then he uses the last freeze perfectly. And here comes the easy triple guys from midnight. GG bro. So that's it. That's it, guys. We won our 5th match. So we won straight 5 matches in a row, and here's the result. Unfortunately, enemy made a 0-star attack. That's really unfortunate for them. And here is the elo points table. Here comes the 6th match, guys. We won our 6th match also. Unfortunately, this is my first fail, which means I couldn't get triple. So let's see where I miss out and what happened in the match. First I used Valkyrie to save that one invis. So I need to use that invis now. Yeah, perfectly timed invis. And I got only 4 invises left. So I need to utilize the invis more wisely. Here comes the 3rd invis and then the last invis. Actually, I was hoping to get that Inferno Tower, but sadly RC headed into the town hall. But that's fine. I got a pretty decent funnel. So my main army will straight head into that town hall, and then here comes Siege, Queen. That arrow snipes both of the all defenses, and then here comes our main army. Headhunter to snipe that one freeze investor to tackle that early damage from the town hall. I think I used the ice block spell. Yeah, nice one. After the ice block spell went off, I used the warden ability, and now everything going right. I used the overgrowth on the monolith on the cake pot. Oh, that RC going fast ahead of the root rider, so I had to pop the ability so that it will stuck there. In the meantime, root rider will move forward, move ahead of the RC. I am first overgrowth expires, and I use the second overgrowth not to overgrowth the cake, because we can easily take the cake down. And now I got only one freeze left, but I need to tackle monolith and then multi inferno. Let's see how it goes. That last headhunter is perfectly timed, I think so. I used the last freeze there because that RC is on a low health, and now RC died. And here second overgrowth went off, and that monolith and then multi inferno gives me more damage to my troops, and there are major defenses left, so that makes me a 2-star, guys. I almost clutched this one, but I don't know. Maybe I should not overcode the monolith area, I think so. But I got a really high percentage, that is 98 percentage. So it's a good percentage, but I expected a triple. So a disappointing start for this match from me. Mm, and then here comes a midnight attack. So let's see how he approaches this base. Okay, earthquakes, giant arrow. Bro misses the backpack. Didn't check the equipment, guys. So he literally swagged the 4 earthquake spells, and the major defenses stayed up and repaired as well. So it is gonna be a huge trouble for him. Let's see how he is gonna recover from this one, because recovery is more important. That will show you how good you are. So let's see, he uses the invest spell to save the Duke, but the Duke is gonna die. He uses the overgrowth to the scatter shot and then the cake. Here comes the warden ability to save the healers from the multi inferno. He saw that multi inferno hitting our healers, so he used a rocket loom to smite that inferno, and he took down. And he need to take down that eagle as fast as possible. Let's see, the roots are gonna take the eagle. Maybe. Oh, overgrowth. Bro, that eagle was so low HP and he overgrowth the eagle. That was a pretty bad overgrowth. Okay, and he got 0 spells left for the town hall and he used the warden ability early. Still he manages to get through. Let's see, rage tower open, and here comes the second overgrowth is gone. That cake is gonna took a lot of damage. Headhunter's clutch almost take down the Dorsey, but it is falling short because he missed that backpack. But he's manages to get the 2-star with 80%. That's a really good recovery from the midnight. GG, bro. And here comes Sarfaraz attack. He usually triples the base, and for the 3 straight matches in a row we got ammo base. I don't know what to say. Okay, so he really love ammo base because he practiced so much this base, so he know where the traps are. But this time the enemy did some changes to that ammo base, because eagle you usually on a back end side of the base, but enemy used it on the one side of the compartment. But Sarfaraz take down that one. So let's see how he's gonna use the Duke arrow. Here comes earthquake, Duke arrow. Take both of the spell towers and then one scatter shot. That's a really good value from Duke arrow. And here comes the main army. Ice Golem, Root Riders, main army, and then Siege Barracks from 12 o'clock. Nice one. Let's see how it goes. I think he overgoes the Town Hall section, I think so. Maybe he will overgo. Yeah, he overgoes the Town Hall section. I think Duke is gonna heading to the Ass Sweeper. Yeah. Okay, here comes the CC. He uses the poison spell. That's a nice one. Duke targeting the ice golem. Okay, that's fine, because after the overgrowth ends, the Duke is gonna hit that inferno and then town hall. So it's really easy. No, Duke, what are you doing? Duke, oh, that death damage takes down the town hall, and he uses the warden ability, and I think the base is crushed. Yeah. Once you get the perfect value from the Duke arrow, it's really easy for you to get the base triple, and it's a very easy triple from Sarfaraz, and he the only person triple in this match, because I failed and then Midnight failed, both failed, and he triples the match, and we won the 6th match by 7-5. Nice defense. So this is the result, guys, and here's the elo points table update. Here comes
our
the third
seventh
match,
match,
and we won our third
seventh
match
match
also.
also.
So
This
we
is a
won
pretty
straight
close
3
match
matches in a row.
because
Here comes my attack. Okay, let's
either
see
one
how
of the
I approach the
teammate
base.
needs to
2
get the triple
Valkyries
so
and
that we
then
can win.
Warden RC
And
charge.
I don't know
I
who has
delayed
done
my
that.
invest here,
Maybe
but now I need to
Sarfaraz.
be very careful
So
with that.
he gets
There
the
is
triple
so
and
much
we won
traps
this
there.
match.
Oh,
So here
Warden
comes
is at low
RC Warden
HP.
charge,
Okay,
perfectly
so second
using
invest
the
beautifully done.
invisible so
Third
far.
invest, fourth
He
invest.
got the
No, I didn't
perfect
want
value,
to
I
use
think
the
so.
fourth invest because I got
Yeah,
the funnel.
he even got that CC out from the CC. Who that poison wizard? He didn't recall that one, but that's fine. So all he need to do is take the CC out to the one corner. He does that, and then here comes the arrow backpack. Takes down that CC, even though the CC came. That's fine. He got a pretty decent funnel, and here comes the siege barracks, roofs, everything. He's just spamming everything on the same side of the base. So let's see how it goes. There is one air defense, and then that is a rage compartment. I don't know how he's gonna tackle that one. Maybe he's gonna invest one freeze there. Yeah, one freeze invested to the monolith scatter shot, so that every troops will take down that compartment very easily. He might over the town hall, I think so. Maybe town hall with the cake. Second rage tower triggered, and he perfectly used the second overclock spell. And then he still holds that warden ability for the town hall, I think so. That single is targeting the RC, but he uses the one freeze to the single inferno, but the traps that traps give him death to the RC. That's really unfortunate. The air defense is targeting the healers, and he used the warden ability to save the healers and the duke. Yeah, here goes down the town hall. He still got more defenses left. Yeah, duke down. There is only 2 defenses and the rest are buildings, so I think queen would easily take down that one very easy. So let's see guys. Yeah, he got the best triple guys. Nice one bro, GG to him. Let's head into the next attack again. So for the second straight matches in a row I failed. Okay, let's see. 2 Valkyries and then followed by RC Warden, and here comes the first invest. So far going good. That second invest, I think now it is gonna target that mortar. Yeah, and then the fourth invest in between that inferno and then the wizard tower. I almost take down the single inferno. Do you know what? I missed that single inferno by 1 HP, but at the back end, that single inferno gave me a much more headache because that stopped me triple press. You won't believe that. I will show you. So I used one Valkyrie to get the CC out, and then I used my main army, and then Queen Siege Barracks to walk outside, so that my main army will push straight into the town hall section. I use Drew to make sure that Pekka is gonna stay alive for a while. So here comes Ice Block. So this time I missed that Ice Block to the RC, so that RC died early. Even though I invested one freeze, that cake apart fault. So that cake takes down the RC, so that's really unfortunate. But I still manages to go through a bit. I think I overrode the same compartment twice. Yeah, I got one free spell left and I invested right there. I think that RC miss was so close, because if I manages to get that RC alive, maybe I could triple. Also, if I manages to recall that RC Warden by once again late. I could eventually take down that single Inferno. See, that single Inferno is at single 1 HP. That single Inferno gave me more damage to my troops. It takes down the Phoenix, and then there is no furnace left. Everything gone. I still got 30 more seconds left to my battle, but I got only 2 heroes left. I'm really sad after this attack because I made a two stars back to back. That really make me sad for that because I always needed the triple to support my team. Because this match both of my teammates has done the triple star attack, but I couldn't get the triple, so that makes me really sad. So let's see how Midnight approaches this base. This time he uses the equipment correctly and he takes down that CC monolith, T Inferno, I think so. Yeah. So he uses the skeleton as well to for that monolith and then evil. So let's see how it goes. Monolith is hitting the deep monolith. I think the RC heading wrongly, so he's the overwork there to save RC, but still RC is not sticking to the root riders. That's not a good sign. In the meanwhile, Duke takes down the town hall. That's clutch. Duke even takes down that two enemy heroes. That's really good value from the Duke. He uses the warden ability to save that root riders, but sadly, he still got a queen and then warden alive. That healer is getting targeted by the air defense. Bro freezes that cake. He uses that second overwork to that single inferno compartment. Bro badly needs that cake to get down. He uses every troops, every rocket launch, and then super barbarians to take down that cake. Oh, that sweeper is so annoying. He badly needs that cake down. Finally goes down, and then he uses the last in freeze to that single inferno, and here comes the base to do this. That's oh my god, that air sweeper is really annoying. Okay, he got the triple. GG to midnight. Nice attack, bro. He even swags that spell. A nice one. Okay, and then we defeated the Warzone gaming team by 8-7. So GG to my team. We win 7 matches straight in a row, and here's the ELO points update. So here comes the 8th match, guys. You won't believe we just defeated the golden ticket champions of July qualifiers, that is Crew X, by 8-6. So at first attack from our team was Midnight, and he has done a 2-star attack. After that, we are like, okay, this is our first loss, and then there is a twist. Crewex teammates, everyone done a 2-star attack, but with high percentage. So we won our match against the world, against the golden ticket winners. So that gave us really happy for us. So let's see how. Let's focus on the midnight attack. Oh, he misses that recall. RC went to. RC dies. I don't know how he is gonna recover from this. Let's see. Beautiful. Archer Queen, Giant Arrow, and then Siege Barracks. And here comes the main army. Straight heading to the town hall. So that RC miss was a really costly miss because he needed that RC for the entire match, but he couldn't get that RC. But that's fine. He can still manages to get the triple even though the RC went off. So let's see how he's gonna manage that one. Bro needs to use that king ability as much as fast as possible because the roots are dying to the town hall poison effect. And then here comes king ability. Bro he still holds the ability, and then here comes the king ability. But sadly the monolith stayed up, and then the queen is gonna die by the monolith, and then the archer queen is gonna be a 85% I think so. Yeah, if he manages to get that RC, he would definitely triple this base. But unfortunately his RC went down, and also he swagged that RC that recall spell. So it is gonna be a 85% I think so. 83, 84 and 85. Maybe he could get the 86%. No. So 2-star 85%. So it's it's like me and Sarfaraz needs to triple. So that kind of situation we had, and guess what? We gets the triple. Okay, here comes that beautiful rocket loom to take down that mortar to make funnel, and also he even get that poison spell tower. Bro stuck into the tornado trap, and he still manages to get that RC and warden alive. He still okay. He got 0 invest left, and the last spear from the RC takes down that eagle. Nice one. Here comes the earthquake, dew, arrow. Takes as many defenses as possible. So I think from here it will be easy for him to get the base triple. Oh, triple ice column CC, that's really annoying because it's against Root Rider. It will slow down many of the Root Riders and then our heroes. In the meantime, he used the Siege Barracks to make even more funnel to the Root Riders. Let's see. Okay, second poison spell triggered. That poison spell, what do you call it? Repaired, and then it is gonna give headache to him. Let's see. He used that headhunter time perfectly, I think so. But oh, bro, overgoes the town hall. Bro, he's risking all his aura. Okay, that one root rider got a pretty good value. It triggers that poison tower. So here comes enemy duke. Bro needs that headhunter. Oh, he eventually used that poison spell to the enemy duke, and he freezes the town hall so that he will use the vulnerability after the town hall goes. But the duke died, I think so. Yeah. But the duke died. That vulnerability is gonna save the troops and heroes for 8 seconds. Sorry, 7.2 seconds. Yeah. Okay, he got 0 spells left. No, last spell invested to the scatter shot and then multi inferno. So now it's up to the heroes and then the root riders and then the troops. Yeah, he got the best triple. It's a very easy triple. Even though the RC down, he still got warden and then the queen. So it's a very easy triple. Nice one, bro. GG. Sorry, guys. Now I'm fine, and I got the base triple. It gave me a lot of relief after back-to-back loss, and I has done a slight change to my army. I used Duke instead of Minion Prince. So let's see how it goes. First invase was timed perfectly, and when I saw that cake, I immediately uses that invisible because that cake would gonna get that what you call pets. I think one of the pet is gone. No, I manages to get the beautiful funnel, and then I manages to get both of the pets alive. So now here comes that ice golem, siege barracks, giant arrow, and then I started my main push from the CC side. I left the eagle. I know it would be a bad mistake from me, but I think this plan would be great. I used the duke from the top hand side, I think so, to get the funnel. Yeah, here, because there is no air defenses there, so I used the duke there to funnel more. And then I took the CC down, and then perfect party for that root riders. Let's see. So far it's going good. I didn't panic, not even a single second, because everything going right. And then I used that RC ability. I think I overrode the town hall. No, I didn't overrode the town hall. See, that red airborne literally takes my all of the healers, and I use the freeze there, and then followed by ice block. In the meantime, I used the jetpack to the Duke, so it came the top side to bottom side, and the Duke gave me even more funnel to my troops. So here's the twist: no healers left, and there is um, scatter shot and then ground expo. I still got one freeze left, and I swagged that last freeze also. And I got the base triple. Once I got the triple, it's like a different feeling for me, because after back-to-back losses, and this is a must-win triple for us, because if we can't triple, it will be a loss for us. And I tripled the match, and it's a big relief from me. So we manages to defeat the golden ticket winner, guys. Sadly, they got 2% high, 2-star high percentage, but they couldn't get a triple. So we have end our day 2 with a positive note. Bye, guys.